In recent years, the Resident Evil franchise has seen two major remakes as Capcom continues its attempt to revive old titles that were responsible for a big part of its success. Recently, Capcom released a trailer for the remake of Resident Evil 4, and people have different opinions about it. Some people think that this remake is going to be another incomplete reimagining that cuts off major content from the game and becomes a failure eventually, similar to what happened with RE3 Remake, and others feel that the company has learned from its mistakes and is ready to make this remake successful. In this video, I will talk about the elements that I think could possibly make this remake a success. But before we start, I want to take a second to thank all of you guys for the support on the last video. It really made my day and I'm working on new videos for you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you stay on track with all the content. Every weapon in Resident Evil 4 is amazing. This game's weapons were a major reason for its success. However, it is very unlikely that all the weapons are going to make a comeback. So we at least want the weapons that the game can't live without. If I had to choose, I would go with the Red 9, the semi-auto rifle, the TMP, the striker, and of course the default handgun, since it's extremely nostalgic. And I'm pretty sure you guys have other weapons that you would like to see, so let me know your choices in the comments. The upgrading system in RE4 is one of the best elements that characterize this game. All the upgrades are very significant, but they still feel healthy and balanced. For example, the Red 9 starts at a firing power of 1.6 and ends up at 6.5 after the final upgrade, but never feels overpowered. And that is because the enemies keep getting more difficult while the upgrades are made available. I also hope that they make more exclusive upgrade options for guns, like fire attributes in Resident Evil Revelations 2, and up their prices significantly for the sake of balance, even if it means that some guns will get overpowered, because that's where the fun is, at least for me. We can't speak about weapons nor upgrades without speaking about the Merchant. This mysterious character has always brought his backstories from theories made online by fans, but we're yet to know his real origin. It would be amazing if the remake covers this character on a more in-depth level and expands upon his contribution to the game. There's also a link between him and a merchant from Resident Evil 8 that needs explanation.
What are you buying? Just something an old friend of mine used to say. What are you buying? Is that all?
His cool appearance and role in the game have so much potential for a cool backstory. After establishing his lore, they could even make an extra game mode like Separate Ways, where we play as the Merchant and discover what he was doing in every moment during the adventure of Leon, when they were not near each other. Hey you, yes you, before you continue the video, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Come on, it's just a click, I'll wait for you. Thank you so much, now enjoy the rest of the video. I think I played the Mercenaries mode more than the main game as a child. This mode is absolutely amazing and feels very rewarding after each time you unlock a higher score. They could make a lot of twists upon it to keep it fresh and avoid repetition. For one, they could add more maps without removing the old ones to keep the old vibes present. We also need more characters in this mode. The two characters that I feel are appropriate to add to this mode are Louis Sarah and the Merchant. With the Merchant being a gun expert, they could give him the best weapon arsenal, and maybe even a gun exclusive to him. And depending on whether they expand on his character or not, they could also give him a power that relates to his backstory in this mode, like Krauser's hand transformation. The Separate Ways mode is an attempt to cover Ada's perspective within the overall story. However, as much information as it reveals, it feels very light and contains a lot of unexplained gaps. In the remake, Capcom can take this chance to expand more upon Ada's story and even integrate it into the main game in a form of A and B scenarios, like the remake of RE2 with Leon and Claire. They could also include the Merchant's upgrade feature in Ada's perspective, so she can upgrade her weapons as she makes her way through to the final boss where she meets Leon. Making some space for Ada in the main game will allow for more room to explain many of the unclear links in the story, and give us more time to know this character. The inventory is an iconic feature in Resident Evil 4. It feels amazing to spend half an hour organizing items inside of it and making sure all weapons are quickly accessible. It's also a great way to comfortably switch to another weapon while the game is completely paused, not having to worry about the nearby enemies. However, as much as I would like it back on a remake, I would also like to see a quick weapon swap feature. These are two different requirements that do not match. Only one of them could be included in a remake, so let's see which one Capcom ends up going with. This is the end of the video, guys. Let me know how you feel about these suggestions, and if you have some more, leave them down in the comments below so we can all take a look. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.